Okay, I've got to record this bad boy. You're gonna want to take some notes. In case I don't get to put the recording up until like tomorrow or Saturday, you can start reviewing your notes like tonight. All right. So tonight I want you to listen to the information with a little bit different perspective. I don't only want you to listen from me teaching you. I want you to listen with the edge that you're learning this and you're writing notes so that you can teach other people. Okay, I want you to say, listen, I'm taking in this information, one, so I know what to do, but two, so I can share it with other people, so I can teach my teammates, the people that I bring into the business. Because y'all always hear us say, it's not about what you can do, it's about what you can teach. Okay, write that down. That's one to write down. It's not about what you can do in our business, it's about what you can teach. Because if you can teach something, that means it's duplicatable. And if something's duplicatable, then you can build momentum. All right. So I want you to listen like you're going to take this information tonight and teach it to someone tomorrow. And I actually challenge you guys to do that. After this call tomorrow or over the weekend, make a decision that you're going to teach this to someone on your team. That's how you learn, right? By teaching it. That's how you know if you really got it, if you can share it with someone else and then they get it too. So the launch. The launch is the most important part of our entire business. It's the most important part of our process, right? How someone gets started in the business, the momentum that they build at the beginning is usually how they continue in the business. So if you feel like you're getting people started and they're moving slow or they're not, doing a whole lot, it's probably because the way they got started, they weren't launched effectively. So remember, today is day one. So all of us are launching. I'm launching again. Doc is launching again. Every month, every week, we're still launching our business. So I want you to listen to the information tonight, so that you can start applying it in your business, and then you can teach it to your business partners. So remember this: if you sponsor someone into this business, right? If you share the plan with someone and they get started, they say yes, they join your business. I want you to start to take full responsibility, okay? Take responsibility to be able to teach them exactly what we're about to talk about tonight, all right? So every time you sponsor someone in this business, you've got to teach them how to launch. And the launch, guys, it's critical that we do this in the first 24 hours. We used to tell y'all, let's do it in the first 72. No, let's raise the bar a little bit. We got to do this in the first 24, okay? Not the first 48, not the first 72, the first 24 hours. Because when someone says yes, when they click that link, and when they actually put that credit card information in, they want to learn the skill set, we've got to make sure that we talk to them immediately to help them launch their business. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is something that all of us are guilty of. We've done it before. I've done it before. But now that I'm aware, I've kind of stopped doing it, is we've got to stop telling people, okay, that they don't have to recruit to make money. Now, they don't have to recruit to make money. Our skill set teaches them how to trade. And guys, some people aren't going to want to recruit. That's fine. But don't lead with, you don't have to recruit to make money, because guess what happens? That person comes in and you've already told them that. So guess what they don't want to do? They don't want to share this information because we've set that expectation. So we got to kind of switch that up, okay? We've got to set the correct expectation, because let's keep it 100, guys. We family, right? Let's keep it real. When we get people in our business, we do want them to share the information. True or true? Am I lying? Y'all want people to come in and no one share the information? You may think that when you first start, but you really want them to build eventually, okay? So you want people to get in, learn the skill, and then they're going to be excited about it because we know the skill works. Let's see if Anita was able to hop on. She probably going to kill me, but we were on another call just before this, and Anita had another $1,000 day today. This is becoming the regular for her, right? She's having $1,000 days all the time. She said, she's part-time. She's a registered nurse, and she's part-time now in nursing because she's making so much money trading. Guys, and she just started 6 months ago. So the skill works. And when you start to make money, and when you see results for yourself, you're going to want to share. And you're going to want the people that come into your business to share the information as well. Because trading money is great, but residual money on top of trading money is even better. Okay, so let's start setting the correct expectation for our people. Let's stop saying, listen, you don't have to, don't mention it at all. Don't mention the fact that they don't have to recruit. Don't lead with that. That's easy, because you know that most people are going to say, Okay, I don't got to recruit. Yeah, I'll jump on your webinar. That's just like an easy way, but it hurts you after they say yes and get started in the business. Here's something I learned from, the Chairman 500. They said that, people, if you're being honest tonight, family, people need disposable income to be able to trade peacefully. Is that true or true? Right? People need just some income. Like, you don't want to be trading your rent money, y'all. Okay? Because if rent is due on the 1st, and you throw in this $300 that you need for your rent on the 1st in the markets, you are freaking out the entire time you're in a trade, because if you lose that money, you cannot afford to lose it. Now this becomes a stressful situation instead of a beneficial one. Does that make sense? So people need money to be able to trade, even though we can start trading with $50. So something, Matt Rosa said that he asks people, when they first get started, said, listen, let me ask you a question. And I'll pick on Pam. And Pam, the answer is no. So I don't know what you're gonna say, but just say no, okay? Pam, okay. Do you have $7,200 disposable income?
No.
You don't, right? And let's be real, guys. If you ask people that question, ain't nobody, like, most people ain't got $7,000 disposable, right? So they're gonna say no. Now, a person who doesn't want to recruit, once you ask them that question and you tell them that, listen, you need disposable income to be able to trade peacefully, you can say to them now, listen, I'm gonna teach you, okay, how to hit a rank called P600 in the business that's gonna give you an extra $7,200 a year. Now, when you tell a person who doesn't want to recruit, they just want to trade, when you tell them you can show them how to give them another $7,000 a year, they start to listen to it a little differently, right? They're like, okay, maybe I do want to learn how to hit that rank so I can get an extra. That's $600 every single month, guys, right? Think about this. The best traders do best when they don't have the pressure of money on them. When you invest, you want to invest without the pressure of needing the money right back. Okay, you want to invest without the pressure of that $100 you put in that account when you're trading. You don't need it back today. You don't need to double it today, because that's when we do the wrong things in the markets and lose the money. But if you're using money that's extra, disposable income, now you can focus on the education instead of babysitting your trade, right? Instead of having MetaTrader glued to your hand. And guys, this is something I had to learn. No one was glued to the phone more than me, because I was over leveraging money that I wasn't supposed to be trading. And when I lost, I started to get frustrated instead of being excited for the fact that I've got an opportunity to learn this skill set that's going to change the rest of my life. So guys, that's a great way to, lead someone who maybe doesn't want to build initially, just to let them see the value and why sharing this information to get to an extra $600 a month can change their life. Okay, or put them in a position where they've got the money now to invest and to trade. Does that make sense so far, guys? All right, cool. So let's talk about, the 4 steps to launching. All right, it's 4 steps to launching. And if you're new on the call tonight, shouts out to Chaz. I know she's on here. She's probably like, what are y'all talking about? Because I know she's brand new to the business. But Chaz, you're launching, so that's why I wanted you on the call, because what we're going to talk about tomorrow on our one-on-one is exactly what we're about to talk about right now. So at least tomorrow it'll make sense to you, okay? So guys, the first thing you've got to do is realize that there's 4 steps to the launch, okay? 4 steps to the launch. Now, you already know we have that, the run the play fast start guide to getting someone started, right? These same things we're about to talk about, I might be saying it a little different, but it's exactly the same thing that's on that document. All right, you've got to break down the psychology to the person that you're talking to, your teammate, on why they need to do these steps. See, one of the mistakes, how many of you guys on the line tonight who have recruited people into your business or sponsored people into your business, never got them to tell them the 5 reasons why, never got that person to write a list? How many of you, if you've experienced that before, where people you brought in ain't do nothing you asked them to do, basically, drop a 111 in the chat. Let's see. Let me see if it's just me. Okay, see, Doc, Anna, Pam, Ness, okay. It happens to all of us, right? We've been there, like, listen, I'm telling them to do this. Why aren't they doing it? A lot of the times it's because we're asking people to do things. They're new to the business, but they don't understand why. So we got to get better now at teaching people the psychology behind why we need them to do certain things. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to cast the vision, okay? This isn't step one. This is the precursor to step one. But we've got to start casting the vision. It's something I fall off with a lot on my calls, but I become aware now. And now in my calls, you'll probably be here now. I share the vision a lot more. You know, the vision that, you know, I have personally for my organization, and Doc has, you know, my vision is wrapped up in Doc's vision, right? But my personal vision is to help 10 chairmen 10 by 2020, right? My goal is to help 100 people earn an extra $1,000 a month. So if I help 100 people become P1000, that means that collectively we've got 10 P1000s in the group, right? Now, think about this, guys. Think about this. We've got to start casting that vision for people when we're talking to them. We got to let them know that them getting involved with this with us is a part of something bigger than just you trying to sign them up. We're actually trying to really change people's lives. Remember, it's not only about helping people sign up. We're really here to help people. That's one you got to write down. It's not about helping people to sign up. It's helping people for real. We're really helping people. Okay? And if you start to look at what we do as helping people, this won't be stressful like that. Because when you're talking to people and they ain't joining, you're not really in your feelings because you know it ain't you. You're trying to help them change their situation. So if they don't want to do it, that's on them. On to the next one. Now you're not going to be emotional when someone doesn't get on the call because the information was for them. You already got it. Okay? So get more intentional about helping people for real rather than just trying to help them sign up. Now, here's the first step. Okay? Here's the first step to the launch. You've got to teach people, okay, how to establish their why. Okay? So the step one is the why. You've got to teach the person that you enrolled or your new teammate, right, to establish the why, to establish why it is they're doing what they're doing. Okay? They've got to figure it out. Why did they say yes to this opportunity? Why did they say yes to learning how to multiply their money? Why did they say yes to learning how to trade? And guys, the why cannot be about the money. So when you have this conversation with your new person, right, and you say, listen, why are you doing this? Like, what's your why? And they say, man, I just need some money. You say, it has to be deeper than that. It has to be something else. Okay, what is the money going to do for you? And dig deeper to find out the reason why, because it can't be the money. See, guys, remember this. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. This is a get-rich thing, but not a get-rich-quick thing. Remember that. Circle that. Put a highlighter over that, because that's going to help you as the sponsor even push through when you're having frustrating days in the markets, when your business is not growing as fast as you want it. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. It's a get-rich thing, but not a get-rich-quick thing. Okay? And you have to let your new person know this as well. It's about setting expectation. This thing is going to take time. Okay? This process is going to take time. Okay? Be okay with that. So your job as the sponsor in this first step is to help your new person establish their why. And here's a great way to help them establish their why. You know, break the why down into an acronym. Your why is what will help you. Okay? So your why will help you, right? WHY, will help you. So, you know, your why will help you enjoy, you know, or it'll help you get through the tough times. Because you're going to have tough times in your business. It ain't going to be smooth sailing. Even if you were Chairman 500, guys, y'all heard Diddy said, more money, more problems. So even though you're Chairman 500, Chairman 100, they're putting out fires all the time. They're always having issues and challenges in their business. But your why helps you get through those, okay? Your why will help you when you have like stagnant times in your business. It will happen. I'm telling you right now, it will happen. You're going to have times when you feel like your business is not growing. You're going to have times when you feel like, man, throw it in the towel, like I ain't doing this no more. But your why will help you get through those times. So remember, why will help you. Your why is also going to help you get through the good times. Okay? Your why is going to help you enjoy the good times and the high times even more. Your why, guys, it's the driving force behind why you're doing this. So you've got, everyone on this call tonight, you first got to identify what your why is. Establish what your why is. What, you know, they say it's will help you or what's hurting you. What things in your life do you need to change while you're doing this? Okay? Why are you doing this? And then with your new person, every new person on your team, right? You've got to figure out and help them establish their why. sometimes people really don't know why they're doing it. They don't know how to articulate it in words. They just know something in their life got to change. And it's up to you to help them, write that down in words and make it real. Okay? Your why, guys, it's a form of accountability. Okay? The why is a form of accountability. This is where you remember why you're doing this, right? If you got a new person started and you know their why, let's just say, like, I'll pick on Pam again just because I can see her name on my screen. Pam and I had a conversation. I know her why. Her why is to retire both of her parents, right? That's a major why for Pam. So some days when she be in her feelings, because it happens, some days when she's feeling like her volume is going backwards, sometimes when she feels no one on her team is doing nothing, right? And she has those moments because it happens to us all. And she starts to talk a certain way and we talk. The first thing I say to her is, Pam, listen, giving up ain't a choice, right? Because you say you don't want your mom and your dad to have to work no more, right? And this is the only option, right? This is the vehicle that's going to make that possible, right? So didn't you say that's why you was doing this business? I mean, did you change your mind? You cool with your parents working forever? Your why is going to allow you to become accountable. You got to remember why you're doing this. Because think about it. Think about if Pam said to her mom, listen, I told y'all, my business, I was going to retire y'all. That ain't going to happen no more because I gave up, right? Doc tell his sons, he's like, I told y'all I was going to give y'all the life y'all dream. Nah, just be regular because I quit, right? Think about that. Your why is going to hold you accountable. But if you never establish that why, then you ain't really got, you could quit whenever you want to because you haven't established a reason why you're doing this. Now, as the sponsor, guys, here's something I want you to remember. You've got to ask your new person permission to hold them accountable, okay? Like when you're talking to them and you're helping them establish their why and they're sharing with you why they're doing this, now you got to say, listen, is it okay? Do I have your permission, to hold you accountable and to remind you of your why, when you have challenges, when you stop answering my text, when I'm calling you and you're not picking up the phone? Do I have your permission to hold you accountable to keep you on point? And guys, most time, especially when you go through this exercise of helping them see their why, most people are going to say, of course you can. Because at that time, they really want to accomplish their goals. So they're going to tell you, yeah, you can hold me accountable. Yeah, you could call me, and hold me accountable, right? So you've got to start to do this. And leaders on the line, if you've got people on your team and everyone on this call will have people on their team, you've got to hold them accountable. When people call me and say like they quitting, like even if they quit, before I let them quit, we have that conversation about why they told me they did this, right? And sometimes it makes people reel in like, oh man, you're right, right? Sometimes that conversation is needed. So you can hold them accountable to their goals. Guys, we're so used as adults to not have anyone we don't hold ourselves accountable to ourselves, right? We don't. We set goals every day and then don't do it. And because no one's holding us accountable, it didn't even matter. But every time you set a goal and you don't do it, or you say you're going to do something and you don't, you're lowering your self-confidence just a little bit because you lying to yourself, right? Yeah, nobody knows, but character, guys, is what happens when no one's watching. What no one sees, right? That's what counts. It's what no one sees. It's what's happening in your house by yourself, right? That really matters and brings you the most results. So you got to make sure you're holding yourself accountable first, and then you got to hold your business partner accountable once they give you the okay to do that. Here's another thing you want to do with your why. You want to write it down, okay? You want to write it down, and you got to see it all the time. Have your why in sight. Put it on your phone, okay? Put it on your phone. Put it around the house. Like Doc showed us the other day, him and Anna got like sticky notes all over the house, on the TV, on the microwave, everywhere. It's in there. They see it all the time. This plays a massive role in your subconscious mind. Seeing things, guys, even if you're not really realizing that you're seeing it every day, it's doing something to your subconscious mind. Remember this, y'all, out of sight, out of mind. If your goals are not in sight, it's out your mind. You got to be obsessed with it. You got to be obsessed with your why. One of my whys, personally, is I'm the baby of my family, and I'm the crazy one who moved to another country by myself. And I know my parents still worry sick about me. Like, y'all, I'm getting old. I'm like a couple of years away from 40 almost. And my mom still call me like, you got food in the house? I'm like, Mommy, of course I do. But that's, she's worrying. So one of the reasons why I cannot quit is because I told her that this business I've been investing so much time and money in, right, is going to make me financially secure. Like, they don't want nothing from me financially, but they want to make sure I'm good. And I've got to make that happen. So I cannot give up. I can't call and say it didn't work or I quit. That's not an option. So you got to figure out what your why is. And guys, your why should actually make you cry. Your why should be so powerful that it actually brings tears to your eyes when you think about what it's going to be like when you actually get it done. For some of y'all on the call, it's your children. For some of y'all on the call, it's your family, it's your parents. For some of y'all, it's your community, right? It's the cause. But you got to figure out and help, you've got to establish, and then you got to help your people establish their why, all right? That's step down. That's step number one. Here's step two, guys. Step two is one that we don't talk about a lot. But when I heard it on the training call that I was watching, I said, man, this one is a powerful one that, I've never really been taught to do. And it's, you've got to teach your new person, right? Because remember, we're having this conversation tonight based on you teaching someone else the same information, right? You've got to teach them how to properly set goals. We've got to teach our teammates, especially our new people, how to properly set goals. Guys, think about it. If outside of business, outside of maybe a seminar you went to in your adult life, when did you ever have a class on setting goals? Think about it. Most times our parents don't even teach us about setting goals. School never teach us about setting goals. Like, no one ever taught us to set goals ever. And people aren't getting the results they want in their life because, they're trying and missing. People aren't getting much in life because they're aiming at nothing and hitting nothing every time. So we got to start to help people properly set goals. So there's two types of goals. Okay, and they're broken into two different categories. Write this down. Okay, the two types of goals are short-term goals and long-term goals. Okay, short-term goals, long-term goals. And then those are going to be broken down into two different categories. All right, write this down too. Financial-based goals and fulfillment-based goals. Okay, financial-based goals, fulfillment-based goals. So let's talk about those real quick. Short-term goals, guys, are goals that you want to accomplish in the next 30 to 90 days. Okay, that's something that you want to, you want soon. The purpose of short-term goals is so that you can track your progress. All right, you want to see how far you've come and you want to see how much further you have to go. You need milestones, not just in your business, guys, in your life, right? When you're working out, you need a short-term goal so you can see if you're making progress, right? When I started working out at the start of the year, I went on the scale. And I knew what my short-term goal was. So now when I went on the scale a couple of days ago, one, I see how far I've come since January, but I still see how much further I got to go till August till I get the summer body together, right? So you got to set short-term goals. Second thing is long-term goals. Long-term goals could be like 6 to 12-month goals, maybe 12 to 24-month goals, but you want to have some longer-term goals. The purpose of long-term goals is, something what we call depth of vision, right? You have to have depth of vision. Think about it this way. Most of us have this microwave result mindset. We put something in the microwave, press 30 seconds, boom, we got a meal ready to eat, right? That's how most of us have been programmed. That's the society we live in. But what you have to have is like a wood oven mindset, right? It's going to take some time. You've got to have some vision. That's what long-term goals do. It gives you time to evolve, time for you to achieve those goals while you're still tracking the milestones. All right? Does that make sense, guys? If that makes sense, drop some sevens in the chat. All right? Make sure y'all still with me. All right, good stuff. Now, remember we said they're broken down into two categories, right? You've got financial-based goals and you've got fulfillment-based goals. All right? The financial one is the one we'll talk about first. Now, this is the one that people are kind of skeptical about talking about, or we're uncomfortable talking about. There's this stigma around money goals, right? This is like a broken programming. Like, it's so crazy to me because people don't like to talk about money and the things that they want. Like, people actually try to make you feel bad for wanting to be successful. Alex Morton said it on the call last night. He said, don't feel bad for wanting money. Don't feel bad for wanting to be rich. Don't feel bad for wanting to be successful. Society have a way to make us feel bad because we want money. Don't allow people to make you feel bad for wanting to provide for your family and to not be average and to live an extraordinary life. Guys, you need money to survive. Money is a necessity. It's not optional. You can't go to any store and buy anything with love. You need money. So money is required. Money is right up there with air. It dictates everything. It's a requirement. So don't let people tell you money ain't everything. It isn't everything, but it's a lot. You need some money. You've got to make money a priority in your life. That's the problem with most people, is they've fallen into this, don't talk about money because money ain't everything, and they have none. Don't let that go over your head, y'all. It's okay to want to be successful. It's all right. And that's why it's so important to get into an environment like this where everyone in this family, everyone in this community gonna make you know it's okay for you to want more. But people out there, people on the outside probably would make you feel bad. But guys, look at their results and then tell me how much their opinion matters. If you don't want to change bank accounts or lives with someone, in certain areas, I wouldn't take advice from them. I would not take financial advice from someone who's broke. I just wouldn't, because if they knew better, they would be doing better. So keep that in mind, okay? It's a necessity. Don't let people make you feel bad for wanting money. So you have to have some financial-based goals. You have to have an income goal. Like, how much do you want to make trading in the next 60, 90 days? What rank in the business do you want to hit? How much money do you want to save in your bank account? Like, it's okay to have these goals. A great goal for people who are starting the business part-time, right, is how much money do you make at your job monthly? Okay, cool. So let's set a financial goal to supplement your current income until we can replace it. That's a great financial goal, okay? So you've got to set financial goals for yourself. Write some down tonight when we get off the call. Then the second type is fulfillment-based goals, okay? These goals are about everyone except you. Write that down. Fulfillment goals have to do with everyone except you. Kind of think about the airplane. When you go on a plane, right? When the flight attendant is doing their little demonstration, what do they always say on every flight? No matter what airline you're on, no matter where you're headed. They always say, hey, in the case of an emergency, the oxygen mask will fall from the, what do they say? Put the mask on you first and then help someone else. Because you got to help yourself before you can help anyone else. That's why you've got to have financial goals, right? That's why you've got to have goals. You've got to be able to take care of you before you can take care of anyone else. I say to people all the time, especially people who come at me for like always talking about money, and I'm obsessed. I don't love money. I don't even like stuff. If you look at me, I'm super simple. I ain't into designer. I'm not into a lot of stuff. I want money because I cannot help the poor being poor. Doc took it right out of the words right out of my mouth. The best way, the only way to help the poor is to not be poor. So that's a fulfillment-based goal. I want money, not only just because I want financial goals, it's because what I can do, the impact I can have if I got some money, the people I can help, right? Like when we had the hurricane back home in September, y'all know how bad I wish I had like millions of dollars in my bank account, because I would be helping people rebuild their homes. I'll be injecting so much money into the economy if I had the money. So that made me go even harder. That's what actually shifted my decision to do this, is because I know that I need more money. I need to meet my financial based goals so that my fulfillment based goals can come to pass too. Does that make sense? Okay. If that makes sense and you're all ready for step number 3, go ahead and drop some 3s in the chat for me. All right. If you're getting value from this, drop some 3s. All right, cool. So I see the 3s coming in. We're almost done, guys. Okay. The third step to launching your business. So the first one is your why. You got to establish your why. Second one is set some goals. Okay. Properly set some goals. Oh, The most important part about goal setting, guys, is you've got to put a date on it. You've got to put a deadline on your goal. You have to. Your new people, when you're going through this process and teaching them this, instruct them to put a date on the goal. You know why? Because a goal without a date is a wish. And wishes don't come true. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, prayers come true. Wishes, they don't, right? Wishes don't come true. A goal without a date is just a wish. So when you walk, how many times have you said, listen, I want to lose weight? And you end the year like putting on weight. You didn't put a date on it. Like I said that I wanted to lose a certain amount of pounds by my birthday, by summer. And I'm working towards that. That's a measurable goal. I have a date on it. If I just said, man, y'all, before I started working out this year, for the last 5 years, I've been saying I wanted to lose weight. And I ain't lose no weight. It's because I never put a date on it. A goal without a wish, a goal without a date is just a wish. Okay, it's like rubbing a genie. You've got to put a date on it. Step 3. Okay, this is the one that most of y'all try to run from. This is the one that you guys try to not have your team do. I know, I've been there. I'm speaking from experience. The 3rd step to the launch, guys, is helping your teammate build a list. Okay, write a list. Now, what I'm going to share with you guys about the list tonight is a little different probably from what you've heard before. All right? You want to write a list, and you want to help your new person write a list. You want to sit there on a call and probably do it with them. All right? What I've realized is when you ask people to write a list of 50 to 100 names, most times they never do it. One, it kind of intimidates them. They're like, I don't even know 100 people. They do, but in their mind, they feel defeated. They feel overwhelmed. And sometimes when you tell them write a list of 50 and they think they don't know 50 people, they already feel like they can't do the business. So they really threw the towel in right there. So I would say, like, let's do this a little different, right? Let's not ask them to write a list of 50 or 100 people right then, right? Because it's not really duplicatable. Be real, guys. If you got 20 people started and you ask everyone for a list of 50, maybe 2 or 3 of them are going to do it. The rest of them are going to give you a list of 7, 12, 14 and say that's all they know, right? But to get a list of 50 to 100 every time, it just doesn't happen. But here's what you should do. We can teach them how to make a list of 5 3 different times. Write that down. So we're going to teach our new person to make a list of 5 3 different times. Now, here's the 3 lists, okay? The 3 times or the 3 lists that you're going to have them make. The first list that they're going to make, guys, fellas, this is going to be your flat tire list. And ladies on the call, this is going to be your save me list, okay? I'll explain what it means in a minute, but just write that down. Your first list is your, for the ladies, it's your save me list. For the fellas, it's your flat tire list. So I'll talk to my ladies first. What's your save me list? So the people the 5 names that you're going to write on this first list, right? Which is your save me list is, let's say you went out on a date, okay? Someone new, y'all catching up for the first time and y'all at dinner, you thought he was mad cool. And then what ends up happening is he's a creep. So you at the restaurant and he is saying some off the wall stuff. You are uncomfortable. You just want to leave. Who are those people who you texting to say, girl, call my phone, say it's an emergency so I can get out of here? Who are those 5 people? That's your save me list, right? Who are those 5 people who you would call in that emergency? Fellas, same thing for you. Let's say you out. You taking a chick out on a date, right? Y'all rolling, and then you hear, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. You got a flat tire. You like, oh my God, I got a flat. The only $150 I had, I just spent on the meal. I can't afford a tow. I don't have AAA. I never paid it. You go in the back trunk, you pop the trunk, no spare. You forgot you took it out. You're stranded. You got to call someone. Who are those 5 people? Because it ain't going to be your mama, okay? Who are the 5 people that you would call if you get a flat? Write those names down. That's what you want to teach your new person to do. Everyone on this call tonight, because this is day 1 for us all. All of us need to do this tonight, okay? Who are those 5 names? That's your first list of 5. That's 5 people. You got 5 names from that new person right there on the spot. Once that's done, okay, you say, now let's go ahead and do this. Write down 5 acquaintances. You don't have to know them that well. It could be your coworker. It could be someone you know from social media. It could be anyone. They said that, the average person meets 7 new people every day. Did y'all know that? That blew my mind. And then when I thought about it, it was true. Think about it. From you leave your house in the morning, the person at the store, the person who may have served you food if you went to the drive-thru, the guy behind the counter if you're paying for gas, you run into the grocery store to pick up something, the cashier. Like, think about that. We meet 7 new people every day, right? And we're networkers, not workers. So we've got to start to get more aware of how many new people and acquaintances we're getting every day. So your second list of 5, or your teammate's second list of 5 is going to be 5 acquaintances. Just write 5 people that you know, okay? And guys, here's what's cool about acquaintances. You'll never run out of people, because every time you call someone on that list and you scratch your name off, you just add another one. So if you scratch off one person, just add another acquaintance. You'll never run out of people, ever. Okay? Now your save me list, or fellas, your flat tire list, you may not have a million people to add to who you would call in a crisis. But acquaintances, you'll never run out. Okay? But you're only asking that person to write 5. Then the third list, okay, are people, customers. Anyone that you know who just want to use the service. Anyone that you know who would just see value in investing. Anyone you know who could use the extra money. Someone you know who may not have a job right now and looking for an income. Someone you know who's doing really well and wants more money. But write 5 names of customers. And the same thing applies. When you scratch off one, always add another one. Guys, the best part about our business is this. Okay? The best part about our business is this. We get to choose who we get to enjoy life with. That's what I love most about this business. Like, I get to choose who joins my business. Like, so if I don't like certain people, not that we love everyone, but if certain vibes don't click, I just don't want them in the business, right? If you know you're doing this to be successful, to earn 6 figures, 7 figures, to take care of your family, you're going to have some people that you're going to want to do that process with. When you travel in the world, who do you want to travel with? Those are the people that you should be sharing this business with. This is the only business where you get to choose your coworkers, At your job where you work, you don't get to choose the people who sit in the cubicle next to you, right? But in this business, you do. So that's what I want you to think about. You want to help your person write a list of 5 in those 3 different categories. You'll get 15 names in no time, okay? So now you got 15 people to work with, instead of asking them for 100 and they don't even give you 15. Make sense? Here's the final step, guys. The final step, the final thing you've got to teach someone in the launch is how to invite. You got to teach them how to invite to, like, one of our calls. In our organization, man, we've got like 5 calls happening every day. 5 calls a day, 5 or 6 calls a day. So we have so many opportunities for you to plug people into to hear the information. But we can have 100 calls a day, but if you don't know how to invite people to get them on the call, it's not really benefiting you, right? So you've got to teach your new person the invite. And if you're on here tonight and you are having trouble getting people on calls, this will help you as well, all right? When you're brand new, right, you got to be brand new. Embrace being new. If you're new on the call tonight, you're actually in the best position because you don't know anything. So you really can't tell no one nothing because you don't know nothing. And you don't want to get to the point, guys, where, you're trying to be the message. You just want to be the messenger. Write that down. I'm the messenger, not the message. And the great thing about our business is you can make a whole lot of money being the messenger. You can be y'all, you can get to P1000 just being the messenger. Think about that, $1,000 a month just being the messenger. $1,000 a month from home is a lot of money. Trust me, I've been in the industry 5 years and it took me a long time to get to $1,000 a month. And I worked hard. That's a lot of money from home, right? So you can get paid not by being the message, but by being the messenger. Just focus, guys, especially if you're not P1000 yet, focus just on being the person that delivers the message. Write that down. Say, I'm going to be the messenger. I'm going to be the person that, points someone to the message. Don't be the message, be the messenger. Just get good, guys, at inviting. This is probably the most important skill in our business, the invite. You want to master inviting. Guys, and it's something that literally takes 30 seconds. Okay? So here's the 4 steps to the invite, and then we're done. Okay? The 4-step process to the invite. Y'all ready for it? If y'all ready for it, say drop the steps. Y'all know I gotta make sure y'all awake.
Drop the steps.
All right, cool.
Oh, drop the steps.
All right, cool. So here's the 4-step process. First thing about the invite, guys, it cannot be through text message. It can be through Facebook message. We gotta stop. This is something I'm still working on because I am a texter. Like, I'm a master texter, okay? But the invite is most effective, like 90% more effective, when you pick up the phone, dial and talk to a human being. The people on that list, guys, that we just talked about, you know them most of the time. Just pick up the phone. Don't text it to them, right? Because y'all know what we do when we get text from someone. We answer that 3 days later. If you pick up the phone and you got them on the phone, you can collect a decision right now. And that's the whole goal. Our goal is in the invite is just to literally collect a response. We ain't care about them signing up. None of that. All we're trying to find out is, can they get on this call? That's it. Okay? So here are the 4 steps. Super, super easy, super, super simple, but it takes practice. So you want to practice these 4 steps. The first step is you always got to be in a hurry. Be in a hurry. Why do you want to be in a hurry? Because your first impression to your business is this invite. So what you don't want to happen is, if you not in a hurry, that means people think you got time to talk. They're going to start asking you questions. And if you're new and you don't know the answer to a question and you answer that wrong, shots blown. It's done. You just ruined that opportunity. So you want to be in a hurry. Your invite, guys, should be 30 seconds to a minute long. Okay? 30 seconds to a minute long. Here's going to be your golden phrase. Hey, I'm running into a meeting right now. Okay? Hey, I'm running into a meeting right now. Write that down. Now, some of y'all gonna say, Sophie, I don't talk like my friends know I ain't going to no meetings. You started now, okay? Or, I'm running into the store right now. I'm running into this appointment right now. But you're busy. So when you call this person, you're always starting that conversation by saying, hey, what's up? Listen, I'm about to head into this meeting right now, but I wanted to call you really quickly. You've already set the tone that you're busy. So this person knows that this is going to be a quick phone call. Okay? Here's the second reason why you want to be in a hurry. Y'all know this. People want what they can't help. So if you're in a hurry and you're not really answering any questions, they want to know even more. True or true? That ever happened to y'all? You start to talk to people and they're like, but what? And you're like, I'm in a hurry, right? I got to go. I can't talk right now. They want to know. They try to keep you on the phone to ask you, like, what is it? All right? So this is why you want to be in a hurry. Guys, you don't want to get into answering questions. And people, you're able to build curiosity more when people don't know what it is you have. So that's first step. You want to be in a hurry. And then I'll do a quick role play and then we're done. The second thing, so be in a hurry, step 1. Step 2 is you want to clear the schedule. Okay? Clear the schedule. What does that mean? You want to make sure that they're free for whatever you're inviting them for. It makes no sense you inviting someone to something they cannot attend. So the first thing, so after you've already established that you're in a hurry, you want to clear the schedule. Hey, listen, what are you doing tomorrow night at 8? That's what you want to say. Like, they don't know what you're about to say, but you ask them that question first. Like, what are you doing tomorrow at 8? Some people are going to automatically say, I'm not doing nothing. So guys, guess what? If they're doing nothing, they have no reason not to get on your call. Now, if you said it, they're like, I'm going to be at work tomorrow at 8. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I'm going to call you back. Now they're going to be like, no, what? No, I'm going to call you back. I got to go. If they're not available for your call, guys, it makes no sense telling them what you was going to tell them. Like, I'll talk to you another time, and you got another opportunity to invite that person. But you want to clear the schedule. So be in a hurry, then clear the schedule. Third step, add value. This is the most important step to the invite, guys. And I know this sounds like a lot, but it literally takes 15 seconds. And I'm going to do a role play here in a second. You want to add value. What does that mean? Guys, write this down. do not say these words. Don't say Forex. Don't say trading. Don't say opportunity. Don't say business. Definitely don't say online business. Okay? Stay away from those words. Those are trigger words that people hear when they're getting spammed all day. So when they hear you say it, it's automatically, okay, it's one of them things, or I ain't interested, right? See, what that does is that allows people to misjudge information they haven't even seen yet. Just from those words, they like, I ain't hopping on the call. Even though it might be the best thing in their life, they're not hopping on because they think they already know. So stay away from those words. And always remember this, y'all, people want to be a part of something that hasn't happened yet. People want to be a part of something, and they want to be a part of something that hasn't happened yet even more. So what you want to say instead of Forex or business or opportunity, use this term, write this down, and get comfortable using it. Launching a project. I'm launching a project. I'm launching a project. That could be anything. Okay? I'm launching a project. All right? And then write this down too. I want to introduce you to some people. Okay? I want to introduce you to some people. And you'll hear how all of this will flow together in a second. But this is the adding value step. Okay? You want to let them know that you have something you're launching that you haven't launched yet, and you want to introduce them to some people. Okay? Guess what? If someone said that to you, someone you know said, listen, I'm launching a project and I want to introduce you to some people, man. Listen, tomorrow when you, oh my God, what are you going to be sitting there thinking? You're like, who are these people and what are you launching? Now you're looking forward to finding out tomorrow. Y'all see the difference? Sometimes some of us, you know, and it's something that we do as beginners all the time. We verbally vomit on our prospects. We're like, listen, man, I got this incredible trading, like this Forex thing. These people making so much money. I mean, they killing the game. I mean, oh my God, they making $50,000 in a month. People are looking at you like, what? What are you talking about? Okay? Like, I don't even want to get on your call. I don't know what you're talking about because you sound like you're tripping. Okay? And guys, y'all know that's what most of us do. That's what we're so excited that we vomit verbally on our prospects. All right? You don't want to do that. And the fourth step, guys, the fourth and final step of the invite is you got to take it away. Take it away. What do you mean? Or what do I mean? See, people want what they can't have, right? Y'all know that. People want everything that's exclusive. Why do you think people wear designer clothes? Because everyone else can't afford it. Why do you think people want to go to all these exotic vacation spots? Because most people can't go there, right? People want what they can't have. So you want to take it away by keeping the conversation very short. Because people are going to ask you when you're saying this, they're going to be like, so what is it about? And then you take it away. Listen, tomorrow, I don't have a lot of time right now. I got to go. They're actually calling me in right now. I'll see you tomorrow. You take it away from them. Now you're leaving them curious. Now you're leaving them wanting to know more. So now at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, they're on that call at 7:55 because they want to know what in the world are you talking about. Okay? So you want to take it away. Think about this. People won't say no to something they know nothing about. People can't say no to something that they don't know anything about. People say no to what they think they know. And that's usually when we talk too much. If you talk too much, people get a misconception about what we do, about the information. Okay, so you got to take it away. So I'll pick on Doc for a second. Doc, I'm gonna just like invite you. And when I do invite you, like in the call, like kind of try to ask me some questions or, you know, kind of try to get me to give you some info. All right?
Okay.
All right, cool. So, hey, Doc, what's up?
What it do, folk?
I'm great, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling amazing.
Awesome. Listen, I'm about to get into this meeting right now, so I don't have a lot of time. But listen, what are you doing tomorrow at 7?
Other than eating, nothing.
For real. Listen, tomorrow at 7, listen, I'm launching a new project, right? You know me. I met some phenomenal people and I want to introduce you to them. You know, we haven't launched yet, but they told me I could bring 1 or 2 people. So I wanted to make sure, you know, you would be able to make it. So 7 o'clock tomorrow is good for you, right?
Yeah, what's it about?
Man, listen, they're calling me into this meeting right now. You going to be there tomorrow at 7?
Maybe.
What you mean, man? You there or you ain't there? Let me know, because I got 5 more people on my list. I can only invite 2, and I called you first.
Oh, okay. Well, since you said that, I can be there.
All right, cool. So tomorrow at 7, I'm going to text you the information as soon as I get out of this meeting, all right?
All right.
Cool. Click. That was 30 seconds, guys. He tried to get info. I didn't give it to him. I made it exclusive because I took it away. I said, listen, you going to be there or not? Maybe. I got 5 other people to call. You want it or not? He wanted it. And that's most people. When you take it away, now they want it. Guess what? If he had said, maybe, and I said, man, you got to be here. Like you never want to make people feel like you need them. Guys, in our business, we don't need anyone. We want everyone to come on this journey with us, but we don't need anyone. And you got to remember that. Like we got the sauce. You got to start looking at this like we've got the cure to financial cancer. We got the cure. So if you had the cure for cancer, would you be running around behind these people who may have cancer saying, please let me give you this cure? No, you letting them know you got it, they take it or they leave it. That's how you got to start to treat your business, right? We don't need nobody, but we want to help everybody, but we don't need none. And anytime people feel like you need them, that's when they run away from you. That's when they feel like they can brush you off. Like, man, I ain't into you and your little business or whatever you're trying to invite me to. But the second you make them feel like, man, listen, you want it or you don't. And you don't have to be rude with it, but you being real, like, if it's a maybe, I can't deal with maybes right now. Like, I got 5 other people and I got to fill the spot in the next 15 minutes. You want it or not? And usually they say, okay, yeah, I'll be there. Now, you hang up the phone and then you text them the information for the actual call, the link. You just invited them. Guys, that took 15 seconds. Think about if you started to invite people that way, how many people you can invite every day. Now, you're going to have a whole lot of more people on the calls. All right? And once you get more people exposed to the information, y'all already know what happens. The leaders that we got in this team, we're going to close them out for you. We're going to get them started because we're passionate, right? We see the value and we're good at sharing the value. But what we've got to do to be able to help you is be able to help you get people on those calls so that they can hear the information. All right? So guys, just a quick recap, okay? Quick recap. When you're launching a new customer, all right, every new teammate that you get, 1, you got to help them establish their why. 2, you got to teach them how to set proper goals. Financial short-term goals, long-term goals, financial-based goals, fulfillment-based goals. Okay? 3, you got to help them build their list. The save me list, the acquaintance list, and the customer list. Just a list of 5 names, but you're going to have them do that 3 times. You're going to get a list of 15. The 4th thing, after they've built that list, now you had a list of 15, you teach them how to invite those 15 people to a call. Guys, if we help people do this and they invite these people, 15 people, to the presentations that we have, you are P150. It's done. There's no way you get 15 people in front of me and Doc and we don't close 3 of them. If you like Lamar the other night, he had a 60% close ratio. So if you get 15, the way things are, you probably get 7 started. You probably almost P600. And guys, this is something you can do in 1 day, 1 week. This isn't something you got to take months to do. How many invitations can you do if they're 30 seconds each? You can invite people, you can take 15 minutes and say, hey, let me invite 15 people in 15 minutes. You just invited 15 people to the call on 1 day. Watch how your business explode. Watch how your business grow. And guys, this is how we effectively launch. We've got to master this. I know I took a lot of time on it tonight. It's because it's critical. Each one of us for the month of June, we should be launching. So all of us should be doing these steps for ourselves. And then I want every person on your team, every new person coming into your business, you got to do this exercise with them. If you do, they're going to be effective inviters. They're going to have a driving force behind why they're doing this. So guess what? They will stay. They're not going to quit. They're going to have goals. They understand that this isn't a get-rich-quick thing, so they're going to expect to be in the business for a while. And then once they start building their list and inviting, they're going to have results in the business, plus they're going to have results on the charts. Guys, this is how we're going to build and explode our business over the next 30 days. And Doc, before we get out of here, I want you to just come on really quickly and share the challenge with the team that we're rolling out for the month of June.
Oh, okay. Before I do that, let me just give it back to you, Sophia. This was an amazing call. Simple, simple nuggets that everybody can do. So I thank you for that. This was very good. The challenge is something that I believe will help everybody get to another level because most of us, we experience ceilings that, believe it or not, are mental. So we have to eliminate that mental ceiling. So starting with June 1st, the entire month of June, and you don't have to do this, but Sophia is doing it, Anna is doing it, I'm doing it. We talked about it earlier. We're doing a no TV challenge for the entire month of June. Absolutely no TV. And as Anna said earlier, Netflix is TV. If you're not watching personal growth and self-development, like a Bob Proctor video, a Mr. Emanitier video, some of Justin's videos, things like that, eliminate it. 30 days. During that time, you could be doing things that will enhance either you as an individual or your business. You could, if you used to watch TV 2 hours, put an hour in the charts, put an hour into building your business. Fill the time. You'll realize that you have more time than you thought you did. The second thing, everybody on the call, the challenge is to enroll or reactivate at least one new person in June. One. That's it.
One.
And I'll even put another challenge out. I mean, I'll put an incentive out. Whoever enrolls the most people with at least $500.
I'll match you, Doc. So $200 they get.
There you go. So whoever enrolls the most people with at least 5, that's a $200. So are y'all down for the challenge?
If y'all in with the challenge, let me see them sevens. Let me see them sevens in the chat.
Put some sevens in the chat if you're down for the challenge.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So to document it for the customer challenge, make sure you write down your customers, their ID numbers, and submit it to me and Sophia. The other part, that's on you. We're not checking that. You have to, as Sophia said, you have to hold yourself accountable. So I know we'll be doing it. We'll be holding each other accountable. We'll be checking in with each other, seeing how it's going. And then we're going to make sure that everybody enrolls at least one new customer. So
that's done. That's done. Doc, thank you so much. Anna, thank you so much. Pam, thank you so much, man. And I appreciate everyone who hopped on because it's late. Y'all could be doing anything. But you hopped on, so that shows that you're eager to learn. Like Mr. Owens always says, right? It's an 80-20 rule, right? 80% of your results come from 20% of your people, and this is the 20%. You know, this is 20% of you guys here, and this is probably going to be the group of people who starts to earn the most money because you're investing the time into learning so you can earn more. But guys, that's all I have, man. I hope this was valuable. I recorded it. So I'm gonna definitely upload the recording once it's done, probably tomorrow. But y'all, let's go ahead and apply this stuff. You know, review your notes, start practicing with people, write that list, start inviting. We're not doing the calls for fun. We're doing the calls so y'all can invite people. Go ahead, Doc.
Sophia, if you could, the presentation we did tonight, which I think is probably the best we've ever done, starting with Anna. If you could upload that recording as well.
Definitely done. So I'll upload both of these. I'll upload the presentation, the 8 o'clock presentation, and then this training call tonight.
You all are going to wish you had people on that call tonight.
Facts. That was a good one. Nah, but appreciate everyone, y'all. You know, let's apply what we learned. Let's finish May strong, but let's blow up June, man. Like the summer is here. Summer 2020. This year already is going to be a year we never forget because this is the year of quarantine, a coronavirus. So let's also make this summer the summer, like all of us get rich, man. Like we can do it. Like we could change, all of us could change our lives in the next 90 days. Starts with a decision. Let's do it. All right, so y'all, I'm going to go get some food, drink some water, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody. Love you, Sophia.